about the bit of wind noise, but here's our little campsite last night. Our little B road, A road that we're on. There's the M74. We've got 400 miles to go still. Nero's up. Get the car packed, see if it starts. We've just made it to a place called Shap Abbey, and what we're actually doing on this trip is taking all the A roads, so we're not even attempting to get on the motorways. One of the reasons for that is that car I know could do 65, but does it want to do 65 for 14 hours? Probably not. That's why I'm carrying the fire extinguisher. But sitting at 50, I'm feeling pretty confident, maybe overconfident. And this is the cool thing about doing trips like this. You tend to take the roads that people would have travelled maybe 50 years ago, 40 years ago in cars, rather than straight up a motorway. And we're going to be going through so many interesting places. And I'm just going to try and get that balance right between time and getting to the wedding, and also stopping and having a rest and enjoying these places. Half of me wants to get on the motorway and just toodle along. Let's see what happens. We've been going for nearly 24 hours, which is absolutely crazy. I'm going to turn this off a second. If I carry on following like the smaller roads, we're still 9 hours away, which is absolutely ridiculous. So we've just been down to Halfords, done an oil change, and we're gonna try and follow some of the faster roads, because I thought by now we might be at least by Wales. We're not even close. We've just left the Lake District, which is ridiculous. You can drive there in like 3.5 hours, 4 hours from my place. I've got to say, it's running lovely, and now it's had the oil change, I feel like it's running even better. Puppy's a bit bored, I'll be honest. We're getting a little bit high off those petrol fumes that you get in a Beetle, but yeah, we'll keep going. So this is going to be an actual road and the fast way. Not so sure about that. Pretty cool though, right? Definitely get some nice photos here. That looks freaking awesome. So it is 8 o'clock at night, and I honestly didn't think it'd take us this long to get this far. So Lake District, hit the M6, came down the M6, no fuel gauge, so we stopped regularly to make sure that the eyelids coming off. Let's get them back on. However, we are still smashing it. We are still going. The next time you see me, I'll hopefully be in the B&B. Well, good morning. It is about 9:30. Last night we got to our lovely B&B. Car was running absolutely fine. Even noticed the brake lights working. Happy days. There's a little bug. So we've actually crossed into Wales, and now we're going to head down towards Shrewsbury. Let's brush our teeth, have a very hot shower, wake up and get going. You good boy. You good boy. Just got to Stokesay Castle. It's another random little spot, and that's the thing I love about these trips, is you just never know where you're going to end up. We've done the budget tour, which basically means getting the drone up, having a look and walking around the churchyard. I'd have loved to pay to go in, but we're in a bit of a rush. Absolutely gorgeous little spot. Heading towards Newport, gonna go and have a look at how that crafter is. And then we'll be getting to North Devon. My God, it feels like it's been a long time since I set off. some of you have been wondering where the VW Crafter's been. Well, it's been in Newport for the last 4 months or so. We broke down in this camper van. It went into limp mode when I went to get the windscreen for the Delica, and I ended up buying the Land Rover 110, the blue one. And the RAC took it, said they'd bring it back, and called me the next day after taking ownership of it and told me they were going to charge me £3,200 to bring it back. So we're with Mike at Queen Street Garage. He's had this forever, and he's put on a new intercooler, a new turbo, a new rad. We've got one more knock sensor to put on it as well, and then hopefully I'll probably be doing this whole trip again, either on the CX500 or getting a hire car if it gets a little bit crappy with the weather. And we'll eventually get this back to Scotland for more work and get it finished off and get it shifted, because I've got a lot of money in this and I need that money for the winter time and a few other projects we've got to do, like the GT6. But it's looking good. Anyway, we better crack on. We've got 2 more hours till North Devon, and we're meant to be at dinner in an hour and 55 minutes. So we have made it to Somerset. It might be Somerset that we've been heading for this whole time, and not North Devon. Just checking the little engine, and I tell you what, the last 30 miles we've been on the motorway, this hit 70 and just stayed there, which is nuts. It's a 49-year-old car. It started off with 36 horsepower when it was made, and it's been to lose a horsepower a year, so we're on about minus 15 horsepower. I've been put up for the night tonight by a couple that we met at a wedding in Santorini. Some friends of some friends. Right, we'll wait for Nero to finish his food and we'll get going. Good morning, good morning. We have made it to the Quantox, which is where we were heading for. I thought we were heading for North Devon. We weren't, but we are in the most amazing location at the moment. We're heading to the wedding. We've got about 3 hours to get there, and it's only about 10 minutes away. But what a long trip, my God. Like, I'll be completely honest, I very much misjudged how fast we would travel, and we left Sunday night, so it's half of Sunday, all of Monday, all of Tuesday to get where we were going, which is a little bit worrying because I've only given myself a day and a half to get back. But the car has just performed amazingly. 1300, 49 years old, and just absolutely smashed it through the trip. We did have a little bit of a worry today. It's the 1st of September. It's the first official day of the new fuel type as well. So I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't be able to get the right sort of fuel for the car. However, after checking the forums, I know we're all good. We've had the best 2.5 days coming down here. I thought I would stop this video here on the Quantox, on this amazing location, and to actually experience what it's been like to travel, how people would have traveled 50 years ago. You know, we did get on a motorway yesterday, and we stayed on the motorway for probably 100 miles, and honestly the car could almost sense it was getting to its destination. Suddenly it was doing 70 miles an hour, and I'm not talking about downhill with a strong wind. I'm talking 70 on a flat, flying along. I don't get it. This thing's like a little supercar. So that was really, really cool, but we've cut through so many back roads, seen so many little random spots, and that's why I wanted to come down in this car, to have that sense of adventure again. You don't get that in a modern car. For me personally, maybe you do, but for me to turn the key in something like this and know it's going to be a challenge is what I love about it, and it's just made me fall in love with the car even more. So on that emotional note, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed this video of me, of the Beetle, with my little side companion Nero over there, and I will see you guys next time I'm off to a run. See you later. Bye guys.